Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I will be talking about VHS Halloween. Alright, so VHS Halloween is a difficult movie to review because it's just not a movie. It's a bunch of short stories munched together to become one big movie, and the short stories aren't all apart. They are some kind of connected, but they absolutely aren't. It's basically a series made for newcomer directors to showcase their horror and to showcase their being and to showcase everything that they can do, which is pretty nice, and I like the idea of VHS. It's the first VHS movie I've actually ever seen. It's on Shudder. It's pretty fun, and what this movie does and what I really don't like about VHS Halloween is how you have these segments of short movies, and then you have one short movie that is cut into 5 pieces that is split in between every single short. And made sure that Diet Phantasma, which is that splintered story, really doesn't outshine anything for me. It's really annoying to get back to it actually, because you have to continuously memorize, okay, what happened, where were we? And because of these segments only lasting for like 2 minutes max, 2-3 minutes, they can't really dive deep into anything that the story provides with that little short story, and it can't really dive deep into anything to resolve anything. It's not a story with a beginning, a middle, and an ending. It's just a bunch of happenings that are happening. It's interesting what they're doing in there, but it's just happening. Then you have the 5 short stories in and of itself. You have Coochie Coochie Coo, Sventastic Infra, Fun Size, Kids Prince, and Home Haunt. And my absolute least favorite of these short stories was Home Haunt. It's the last one actually, so it's the one that's going to leave the aftertaste for the entire film. But Home Haunt, it's just really not a good film in my opinion. It has all the gore you want. So if you really like gore and no substance, then this movie has everything for you. It's just a lot of blood. You have a family that can do something interesting. You have these things that come to life. It could be really interesting, but it's just a bunch of screaming, it's just a bunch of gore, it's just a bunch of blood, but in the end it really did not do anything for me. Fun Size is a little better than Home Haunt because it has a more focused story and actually tells you a little bit of a story. The big problem with this one is that the acting in this is actually atrocious. The 4 leading characters can't act in this film. I believe they can do beautiful things everywhere else, but in this movie it just felt like a parody that they're trying to make. And I don't feel like that was what they were going for with it. It's just what happened. And that was really annoying to me, and it was really putting me out of it. And I thought that was kind of sad because, well, what they did with the story was kind of interesting and could have worked under different circumstances. Kids Prince is a very ambitious short film. It tells you a very ambitious story and a very grim story. It's just not something that really connected to me. I think if they could have expanded on this story a little more and fleshed out the characters a little bit more, then it would have been better. Maybe even make this movie, if I should choose one film out of these entire 5 to make a full-fledged, full-length feature film from, I would say it's this one. Even though I did not really like the short story, I feel like there's enough potential in this story to create a bigger one, to flesh out characters more, to flesh out the idea more, to flesh out everything a little bit more, because this one was just confusing as of now, but it had all the potential you need for something bigger. Sventastic Infra was really interesting. It was a little better in my opinion. I kind of liked the characters. I kind of liked how certain things were going to start weird and how they became weird. And the thing with the police investigation was a pretty fun addition in my opinion. So that one really got my attention. Also thought the ending was pretty nice, and I thought this one, even though it's still a very basic story, this one it still had my interest, it still had my attention, and that's what I really can enjoy about this one. It had my attention even though it wasn't the best. And at last, Coochie Coochie Coo is just a phenomenal short film. It's the first one you actually watch. It's incredible. I loved this. This is wacky. This was weird. This had a story. This had substance. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It was a full-fledged film and you can't or you don't really need to make a full-fledged feature film from this. It was just great in and of itself. It was very fucked up, very weird, very atrocious. It was gory. It was gory in the right ways. It was just weird, wacky, and I loved it. This one was really getting on my feelings and really getting under my skin, and I can absolutely applaud this movie just for that alone. In the end, I have to say that I only really liked what Coochie Coochie Coo did for this film, and the rest of the stories were just kind of bland. I made some kind of a ranking for all of those. I put my scores together and made an ultimate score for the entire film, and that score is going to be 2.5 stars out of 5. One big fucking standout, one really big fucking send-off because, well, Home Hunt really isn't that good, and the other shorts are worth checking out, but they're not all that great. Alright, what did you think of VHS Halloween? Please let me know in the comments down below because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'd like to see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye bye.